Let me get a sound check. If anybody out there can hear me, let me know. We are live at Young Arena here. It is Thursday, a blustery Thursday night, February 11th. Waterloo Warriors getting ready to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders here. JV is about ready to face off. Warm-ups just got done. Waterloo is actually listed as the away team tonight. As with the Cedar Rapids Arena being damaged, they are not able to play home games in their home arena, so they are getting a couple of home games here against us. So they'll be listed as the home team. There will be a few minor advantages, last change, things of that nature, but otherwise it's like a home game for the Warriors. So don't see starting lineups just yet. For those of you that are still driving here, drive safe. I know the roads from Cedar Rapids got pretty bad here about 2/3 of the way in, and can't imagine they're going to get any better overnight. So thanks for everybody joining us. Sorry I missed last Saturday night. We decided not to make the trip as Brendan was not able to play, and the roads were a little bit snowy and icy as well. So we're all ready to start the game here. We've got Cooper Johnson, Micah Schrickerath, and Tavon Homel are starting at forward, and then Jamison Clark and Gage Pillock starting on D. And it looks like it is going to be Dan Turner in goal. Cedar Rapids, this is the third time that we've played them. Cedar Rapids didn't win last time, so we are underway. Clark has the puck, turns and spins, tries to connect with Schrickerath. The pass is long, but it goes over to Homelar. Shot by Schrickerath towards the net is tipped wide. Big hit by Homelar in the far corner there, knocked his man down. Cedar Rapids still able to come up, and the Rough Riders have an outlet there, but the pass is a little bit long, and thankfully Clark loses an edge there, and now he looks length of the ice, but that's picked off by McNulty. And Cedar Rapids coming in. McNulty stops and redirects. Now he drops it back for Parker Nelson, who throws it out to the blue line. McNulty very close to going off sides, and now Homelar's got an opportunity on a breakaway here. Is he going to get the shot off? No, he cannot get the puck off of his stick. Good play there by the Rough Riders defenseman, but Homelar had an opportunity, just couldn't get a shot off. Now Johnson bringing it in. Skating around the Cedar Rapids net, has the puck backhand forehand, out to the point now. Shot is wide of the net. Now GB is in on defense. He shot the puck. Coots is going to throw it in as the puck came out to neutral ice. The Warriors are offside, so now the puck goes down to the other end, where Turner is going to cover it with his glove and hang on to it with a whistle with 13:33 to go in the first period. It's not a beer I'm cracking open, it's an energy drink, just so I can stay focused and energized for you tonight. That's if you heard me open the can. Play resumes, and we have a shot by Zach Brown that shoots off of the shin pad of one of the Warriors players, but doesn't carry him out. Cedar Rapids is able to keep it in. Now Blake Buckley tips the puck off the sideboards to himself. He's got Jaden White with him. Puck is at the feet of Gage Weber, the defenseman for Cedar Rapids. He skates around Buckley, throws the puck away, and Coots now has it. He throws it in. White makes a play on it, gets the puck on his stick. Cedar Rapids is able to knock it out into neutral ice, and the Warriors are offside and have to touch up. Puck goes down to the other end, and Landon Monroe makes a beeline to pick that up, turns around, shoots the puck off the sideboards, trying to connect with Terhune, but that puck was just a little bit hard. Now Monroe comes in, is bodied up. Both players, as you can see, bounce off of each other. Big hit there, rivalry game, so we know it's going to be a tough one for both games tonight. McNulty has it for Cedar Rapids. D to D, the pass is a little bit wide, dangerously right in front of their own net. And the Warriors tip it back in. McNulty backward skating. Now he throws it out into neutral ice where Delvaux plays it. He gets pushed off the puck in front of the Cedar Rapids bench, and the Rough Riders throw it into the far corner where it's played by Takix. And he gets bodied up by Monroe and loses the puck, and Parker Tickner is out there. Good to see him back. I know he might have played on Saturday night, but he's been dealing with a shoulder injury, so good to see him back in action. Rough Riders throw the puck out into neutral ice. And now Tickner races in with it. He's coming in 1-on-3. Brown mishandles the puck for Cedar Rapids, tries to clear it. Instead, he knocks Tickner's stick out of his hand, and the Warriors are able to keep the puck in. Puck caroms off of the sideboards as the Rough Riders try to gain entry, throw the puck towards the net, and Turner picks it up off the ice, drops it for his defenseman, and Delvaux throws it over to Johnson, but the pass bounces over his stick and goes to the other end. Icing is waved off. Now Brown mishandles the puck, falls down, and the Warriors try to pick that one off, but the Cedar Rapids team gets it out. Schwickrath dumps it back in deep, and Homelar goes to make a play for it. He's got Cooper Johnson with him. Now Patterson for Cedar Rapids, skating up the left side of the ice, throws it in. Puck caroms around the end boards behind Turner. And back down the other way we go. Now Gage Weber racing back to pick the puck up for Cedar Rapids, but icing is called on Waterloo. And that will bring a offensive zone face-off for the Rough Riders down to Turner's left with 10:37 to go in period number 1. Still no score. No official shots on goal here. Warriors send the puck around the end boards. Buckley trying to connect with Jaden White. That pass is just a little bit long, and Takix comes in. He gets knocked off of the puck. Now the Warriors try to get it clear. Kept in by Vargason for Cedar Rapids. Good hustle there by Jaden White as he's trying to get the loose puck, and then Cedar Rapids throws it away. Now Buchan. Shot is wide of the Cedar Rapids net. Tipped just a little bit left. Now Clark throws it, but it's stopped by the Rough Riders player's stick. Cedar Rapids is going to send that down to the other end, and icing will be waved off as Turner plays the puck. He tries to throw it off of the glass. Instead, he hits the protective netting, and that'll draw a face-off for Cedar Rapids inside the offensive zone with 9:43 to go in this first period. Looks like referee is Ethan Fox, linesman Matthew, a.k.a. Cheese Larson. I'm not sure who the other linesman is. He's wearing a mask. Off of the face-off, Waterloo coming the other way. Tickner has it. He steers wide, loses the puck, and Cedar Rapids comes the other way. Pad save by Turner, and then a nice mask save on a slap shot by Caleb Ramsey. And Turner's got some helmet malfunction going on here. That thing came right off of his face mask, and the referee blew the play dead just because his helmet wasn't on there right. Turner visibly was trying to readjust it, so anytime you see that, you have to blow the whistle dead and let him figure out the equipment issues that he's got. Took a ringer right off the nugget too, so it couldn't have felt good. And no worse for the winner. He's ready to go. Face-off is in Cedar Rapids offensive zone to Turner's right. McNulty throws it in deep below the goal line for Cedar Rapids. Played there by Coots. Terhune has it. Tries to lead Tickner, but that pass is just a little bit long. It goes on net, but for some reason they blow it dead. Looks like Caden Archambault is in net for Cedar Rapids tonight. In the JV game, I should say. The music system is a little jacked up here, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it kind of sounds like I'm sitting inside of a tin can, so they may have some malfunctions going on with the sound system tonight, so no rockin' tunes for you guys to jam out to. Homelar comes around the side of the Cedar Rapids net. He loses the puck. Coop keeps it in. He spins around, skates around one Rough Rider defender. He's got Schwickrath in front of the net. Johnson just skating circles. Now Delvaux has it. Back down to Johnson. Johnson across to GB. GB skates in. He can't get a good shot off. Patterson tries to clear for Cedar Rapids, but the Warriors keep it in. GB throws it down below the net. And Cedar Rapids is able to finally get it out. Delvaux sends it right back in, but the Warriors are offside. Cedar Rapids comes back the other way, and Takix throws it in deep behind the Waterloo net. GB playing it for Waterloo. He tries to connect with Homelar, but the pass is tipped. Cedar Rapids is offside, so they have to touch up. Warriors take over. Now the long pass up to Homelar, back to Schwickrath. Schwickrath comes in, throws it in low, and now Cooper Johnson's going to make a play for it. He lifts the stick, and McNulty tries to keep the puck in. Now Cooper has it. Pulled the trigger, but the save is made by Archambault, keeping the Warriors out of the net so far. No score. Delvaux plays the puck, goes back to GB. GB throws it off of the glass, and Zach Brown takes over for Cedar Rapids momentarily. Puck goes over to Turner, who's going to hang on to it with a whistle with 7:19 to go. Still no score here. All right, so the music system is on, but not going very well. And I just realized that it is a Cedar Rapids home game, so it is possible that they are being required to provide their own music system and may not have access to the Waterloo Blackhawks and Warriors music system. So that could be the issue here. I'm not for sure, but either way, I feel like I'm in a tin can. If you can hear it, you do too. Face-off is in the Warriors D zone in front of Turner. Cedar Rapids keeps it in. Shot by Weber is tipped. And then Takix throws it towards the net. Buchan has it. He throws it up to Buckley. Buckley tried to glove the puck, but it bounced past him. And Cedar Rapids picks it up from there. Now Buchan has it. He turns around. He's got Buckley right in front of the net, but he couldn't keep the puck on his stick. Now another shot on net. It was covered up by Archambault, and he'll hang on to it with 6:32 to go in the first period. So we've got Lentz, Winberg, Moss, Coots, and GB out there. Winberg is playing forward. Normally he is a defenseman, so it's maybe a little bit of a new offensive scheme for Waterloo. Shot from the point by GB. It's misplayed, and right after he comes out, Winberg chopping at it. Archibald finally hangs on to it for another whistle with 6:23 to go in the first period. Still no score. Shots on goal are 4-2 in favor of Cedar Rapids. Face up in the Warriors zone. Puck comes out. GB has it. Waits, throws it towards the net. Pad saved by Archambault. Cedar Rapids tried to get it out, but Moss keeps it in. Now Winberg throws it in front of the Cedar Rapids net, but Lentz wasn't able to get there. Coots sends it around the end boards, and now Winberg makes a nice pass out in front of the Warriors and there, the Cedar Rapids net, but couldn't connect on that. Play resumes. Coots with a good play. He throws it in, tried to get it towards the net, instead hit Jack Moss with the puck instead. He shook his arm because I know that hurt. Icing on Cedar Rapids, which will bring the faceoff back down to the Warriors' offensive zone with 5:49 to go in the first period. Varsity game will be up next. Right after the JV game here. We are 5:49 to go in the first period. Still no score between the visiting Waterloo Warriors and the home Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. We are at Young Arena, home of the Waterloo Blackhawks and Waterloo Warriors. Puck is back in play. It's sent all the way down to the other end of the ice where Cooper Delvaux picks it up. Tries to connect with Terhune, and finally he does. Passes it up to Tickner. Tickner takes some body contact, but still sends the puck in deep. We have a Warrior player go down, and Cedar Rapids coming out the other way with the puck now. Tipped into the Warrior zone, and that's going to go for an icing, which will give the Warriors an offensive face-off back down all the way to the other end of the ice. Play is resumed. Louis Abreu tries to connect. Instead, his pass is a little bit wide, and Micah Schwickrath sends it back into the far corner where Tavon Homar goes to make a play on it. Can't keep the puck on his stick, and Cedar Rapids coming back the other way. Now Abreu skating in, one-on-one with GB. Puck hits off the end boards, and now the Warriors are coming back the other direction. Picked off by Cedar Rapids. And now Jamison Clark has it. He hands it up to Homelar. Homelar up to Johnson. Johnson streaking down the left side of the net, the left side of the ice, loses an edge, and even on 1 foot manages to send the puck across to the other side of the ice. Now it's bouncing around like a pinball machine at the arcade center. Rolling down below the Cedar Rapids goal line, played by Johnson. He skates around, throws it on net. Caught Archambault sleeping, but Archambault was able to make the save, and then another pad save by Archambault, keeping the Warriors out of the net with 4:03 to go in the first period. Homelar up to Johnson. Johnson takes some contact from Brown from Cedar Rapids, and now Water. Ramsey tries to skate with it. He loses the puck, and Waterloo sends it in deep where Buchan goes to make a play for it. Now into the corner, Buckley goes. The puck ends up on Cooper Johnson's stick. He throws it into the far corner. Buckley goes to make a play for it. Slaps it off the end boards. Good pass by Buchan. Just wasn't anybody there to pick it up. Jaden White has it. He skates down below the goal line. He's rubbed off the puck. Warriors, though, cycling. Cedar Rapids struggling to get it clear. Pillock is able to keep it in. Buckley has it. He's got Buchan right in front of the net. Oh, White had an opportunity the way the puck bounced across there. It would have been in a little bit of a different angle. White would have had lunch. Unfortunately, though, Cedar Rapids comes back the other way. And a shot on goal is saved by Turner, who's been perfect so far on 5 shots. Now Clark coming back the other way for Waterloo, skating through the ice. End-to-end, he's got Buchan crashing the net. Now Terhune is coming out. Clark didn't get a chance to pull the pass off to him. Now Buchan has it in front of the net. Terhune on one knee, still able to pull the trigger, but saved by Archambault, and Cedar Rapids is able to get it clear to center ice. Now the puck is sent down to the other end for an icing on Cedar Rapids, which will draw an offensive zone face-off for the Warriors. With 2:05 to go in period number 1, we remain scoreless. Shots on goal are 5-4 in favor of Cedar Rapids. Coots, GB, Monroe, Tickner, and Terhune out there right now for Waterloo. Cedar Rapids sends it around. Now Abreu plays it for Cedar Rapids. He throws it up in the air and out of play, and that will draw another whistle. Faceoff should be inside the zone. Came off of Abreu's stick. 1:50 to go in the first period. Puck is back down. Face-off is won by Cedar Rapids. Puck goes into the far corner, and they send it D to D. Weber throws it off the sideboards. That was a really hard pass, though. Karam's all the way out to center ice where Waterloo takes over. Tickner battling with Vargason. Puck is not out. Now Tickner has it. Drops the pass between Vargason's leg. Stutter step and comes wide. Now GB tries to wind up but couldn't get enough stick on it. Puck is bouncing around the Cedar Rapids net. Weber coming back the other way for Cedar Rapids. Puck was the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Turner goes to cover it up, but then decides to give it to his defenseman, GB, and the Warriors, with less than a minute to go here, pick it up. Tickner takes some contact from number 23. I think that's Connor Lucas. May have him confused with the player from Dubuque. If so, I apologize. Shot trickles through from the point, and Archambault plays it to the side. Less than 30 seconds to go in period number 1. Still no score. Now Donnelly coming in for Cedar Rapids. Puck is long, and he turns around and takes a look. Good play by Keats, though, to knock him off of the puck with 15 seconds to go in period number 1. Coots has it. He sends it out to Homelar, who might have an opportunity here with 7 seconds to go. Johnson doing a good job crashing the net. Instead, a big hit by Tactics on Homelar. And that will end the first period here. Nothing. 5 on 5 to 5 shots on goal. We will go to a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back here for period number 2. That was a quick break. We are heading back here ready for period number 2. Notice a little bit of smack talking going on between a couple of the Warriors forwards and Archambault. For those that remember watching last time we played a couple weeks ago, that game, which ended in a Cedar Rapids victory, ended up with some jabs thrown after the game between Archambault, Homelar, and a couple of other players. So it looks like some of the kids remember. Hopefully we'll keep it clean and safe. We are back underway here in period number 2. Puck bounces off of the inboards right in front of the Cedar Rapids net, played by Archambault, though. The Warriors are able to keep the puck in. Picked up by Tactics for Cedar Rapids. He turns and throws it out of the zone, but there's nobody there. Now we've got a penalty. It's going to be a rough, and that's going to be on Tavon Homelar. That'll give Cedar Rapids its first power play of the night. First power play of the night for either team. Roughing call on Homelar. And as you can see, Schwickrath still talking to Archambault. Not really sure what they're talking about. Maybe if the difference between Kraft mac and cheese or Velveeta shells and cheese, I don't know. But I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. 14:34 to go in the second period. Cedar Rapids is on the man advantage here for the next 2 minutes after a roughing penalty on Tavon Homelar. Warriors, though, maintain possession of the puck. Now Jaden White has it. He skates at center ice. He's going to throw it in. Roughing for Homelar. 2 minutes are up on the board. Cedar Rapids now. Coots sends it down the other way along the end boards. Played by Archambault. Cooper Johnson giving chase. Cedar Rapids trying to get the puck out of the zone. Defended well by the Warriors so far. Now Jaden White plays it. He backhands. He's going to send it all the way down. Slow trickle. Cedar Rapids picks it up there, and we've already killed 1 minute off the penalty here. Puck is bouncing around at center ice. Then White collides with Johnson. Keep your head up, guys. Cedar Rapids comes in, but they're offsides, and so that play is whistled dead, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 13:26 to go in the second period. 52 seconds to go on the Homelar roughing penalty. Still no score. Thank you to the 45 to 50 people watching so far. Varsity will be on deck after this, so after period number 2, we'll have a clean sheet of ice. Big hit by Donnelly there. And then the puck goes down the other end, cleared by Waterloo. Packix goes to make a play for it. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Cedar Rapids pass deflects off of a stick. Rough Riders haven't had any opportunities here on this power play, and there's only 22 seconds left to go. Now a shot from the point by Brown is just wide and right of the net. The Rough Riders do have it. Now Buckley trying to get it clear. We got something cooking here. Good play by Buckley to get around Ramsey. Now he throws it out in front of the net, but Brown chips it to the side corner, and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Penalties killed. Homelar is back out there. Shot from the point by Clark, bounces off of the shin pad. Buchan gets checked from behind there, but nothing called. Buchan had his face facing towards the glass. Took a contact in the back, but no penalty called. Now Homelar with an outlet pass, but it was a little bit past the blue line. They called it offsides. Yeah, I don't know if that was offsides, but again, I'm also not a referee, so the thoughts and opinions of me do not represent that of the Waterloo Warriors or any other team in the Midwest High School Hockey League. But it looked to me like Homelar had a beautiful outlet pass. I have a feeling that maybe the linesman got a little bit trigger happy with the whistle and blew it dead. And now referee Ethan Fox over talking to Warriors coach Cook and Lichty and Todd Birch. Now that they've solved that matter, now back ready to go here. Face-off is in the Warriors D zone. 12:10 to go in period number 2. No score yet. Pass up the ice by Delvaux is a little bit long for Terhune. Cedar Rapids takes over. Gage Weber has it. His pass is long, and that's going to be called for icing. We'll bring the face-off back down to the other end. So 11:46 to go in period number 1. If you can see the scoreboard there. No score. Shots on goal are still 5-5. Bet you guys like that zoom action to see the scoreboard, huh? 11:46 to go in period number 2. Face-off. Linesman didn't like the setup there. Kicked out the Cedar Rapids centerman, and now the puck is back in play. Lentz throws it down low. Puck goes behind the Cedar Rapids net where Terhune goes to make a play for it. Sent the other side. Ethan Lentz going after the puck. JV's trying to keep it in. Instead, it comes out. Well, Vargason makes the plan up for Cedar Rapids. He doesn't have anybody with him. And now Monroe has it for Waterloo. He's coming back through center ice, 1-on-5. The puck's knocked off of his stick. And Delvaux making a play for it. Now over to Johnson. Johnson skating in through the face-off circle. Tries to throw it high, but it's just a little bit wide and behind the net. That's going to go all the way down to the other end, but no icing. It was off of Waterloo's stick. So now Johnson is open by a mile. Finally get the pass to him, but by then Cedar Rapids had made a line change and Coop with the shot into the belly of Archambault, and he's going to hang on to it with 10:42 to go in period number 2. Fair amount of people here tonight, not as many as a Friday or Saturday night game. I might guess 100 or so people total between both teams, which treacherous weather out there, although if you grew up in Iowa, this is no big deal driving this stuff. Shot off the face-off by Homelar off the chest of Archambault. Homelar goes down, Cedar Rapids comes back the other way, and a long pass is played by Connolly, but instead they're going to call him for icing and bring it back to the other end of the ice. Now we have a penalty called. Let's see what that is. Looked like a cross-checking penalty on number 4, Dylan McNulty. And that will give the Warriors their first power play of the night. Second opportunity of the game between either teams. Waterloo, Homelar went for a roughing call earlier this evening, and Waterloo killed that penalty off. And now the Warriors will set up with the man advantage for 2 minutes. 10:29 to go in period number 2. Face-off out to Pillock, over to Clark. Shot is high of the net. Harem's off of the end boards, but Pillock is able to keep it in. Clark has it, waits for just a second. Now Johnson plays it back out to Clark. Clark from the point, over to Pillock. Shot goes wide of the net. Cooper Johnson keeps it in though. I just want to keep calling him Coop. Probably easier to say. Johnson throws it towards the net. Tavon Homelar was right there waiting for the rebound, but it bounced off of Archambault's stick a little bit funky, so it wasn't where Homelar needed it to be. Now another shot from the point by Clark. Does get through, but it's wide, and now Cedar Rapids clears it all the way down to the other end of the ice with 1:12 to go. Homelar all the way on the blue line. Now this was a play that they called just minutes ago as offsides, but this time it's clean. I'm not sure what the difference is, but Pillock has the puck, goes around the face-off circle. Brown uses his body to stop the puck. Now Johnson battling. Coop has it on his forehand, backhand. Nice spin cycle move to get around Brown. Now Johnson stutter steps, had Schwickrath right in front of the net. He took the slap at it. He didn't get a lot of wood behind it, and Archambault was able to gobble that shot up and hang on to it with 38 seconds to go in the power play and 9:07 to go in period number 2. Buckley, Buchan, White, Gebe, and Delvaux out there right now for Waterloo on the power play. 38 seconds left on that. Gebe over to Delvaux. He takes the shot. Gloved by Archambault. Rebound was there. Buchan not able to bury it. But Waterloo keeps it in. Buchan out to his defenseman. Now Gebe down low to Buchan. Cedar Rapids tries to clear, but good play by Delvaux to keep it in. Now he throws it towards the net, but Jaden White not able to get that shot off. Waterloo still has it in. 10 seconds to go. Now White with the shot. Tackix uses his body to knock it down out of the air. 5 seconds to go. Now you got to watch for the man coming out of the box. Tip shot by Waterloo, and it goes right into Archambault's stomach, who's going to hang on to that again. And there's 8:28 to go. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. The penalty has been killed. .8:28 to go in the second period. Waterloo and Cedar Rapids are tied. Shot from the point is off the side of the net. Now Buckley had it for a second, but his pickpocketed by Gage Weber, and the puck comes out to center ice where it's played by Noah Gebe. He tries to connect with Buchan, but that puck bounces off a couple of Rough Riders players. And you can see it is going into the Cedar Rapids zone. Now it's tipped into neutral ice, back to center ice. Buchan, he's got Buckley. Buckley had one foot on the blue line and the other foot a foot in. I don't know how he did the splits on that one. I don't have that kind of flexibility, but glad that Blaker does. Shot from the point by Gebe goes into the body of one of the Rough Riders players, but not able to be cleared. 7:30 to go in the second period. Puck up in the air. Buchan now grabs it out to the point where Coots has it. Shot is pad saved by Archibald. The Warriors applying some pressure here, definitely getting some opportunities, but have not found the back of the net yet. Buchan has it, cycles it down to Terhune, and Cedar Rapids sends it all the way down to the other end of the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Rough Riders. 7:05 to go in period number 2. Face-off will come back down into the Warriors' offensive zone. Still no score, but shots now 11-5 in favor of Waterloo. Face-off, rolling around in front of the Cedar Rapids net. H. Archimo didn't like the way that was going, so he decided to cover it up and hang on to it for another whistle. Face-off is won by Cedar Rapids. Patterson sends it around the end boards, not able to get it out, and Pillock sends it back down low to Tickner. Now Fowler comes back the other way for Cedar Rapids. Monroe giving chase from Waterloo. Fowler skating wide of the face-off dot. Puck lands on Brady Brown's stick. Monroe trying to get it out. 6:30 to go in the second period. Still no score. Patterson into the corner against Terhune. Big hit by Monroe on Patterson, and that's going to draw a penalty. That's going to be a rough on Monroe if I'm going to be a betting man. And there he is, heading to the box. Cedar Rapids will head to the penalty killer once again. And that was a roughing call on Landon Monroe. Patterson had just made a big hit against one of the Warriors players. They couldn't see who it was that took the hit. Monroe took exception to it and backed his teammate. So just a 2-minute roughing penalty on Monroe, and Cedar Rapids to the power play. Cedar Rapids keeps it in. Ramsey has it. Shot is tipped off at the skate of Donnelly and goes to the far sideboards. McNulty able to keep it in for Cedar Rapids. He throws it in low. Clark now takes a hit by Donnelly. The Warriors not able to make it clear. Shot blocked by Gebe off the stick of Ramsey. Warriors still not able to send it. Now Turner gloves one puck. He throws it back out to Gebe, who sends it around the end boards. And now Johnson's got an opportunity, but he decides to take the smart move, and instead he turns and pulls back, and then he throws it up to Homelar. He gets hit by Takix. Takix takes control of the puck now, and he skates behind his own net. 55 seconds to go in the power play for Cedar Rapids. Donnelly coming in. Feeble shot, does not get on net, and now he throws Gebe into the end boards, and that's going to be a 2 and a 10 at least. Gebe is still down. It's going to be a tripping call. Are they going to add a 10 to it? Doesn't look like it, although Gebe is still down. The trainer's coming out. It was really a momentum play in my opinion, but Connolly was making a play for the puck. Just at the last second, he used his forearm to kind of nudge GB off of him. GB went in awkwardly into the end boards. GB is coming off with his own assistance here. So that'll offset the Monroe penalty and would put us at 4 skaters aside, but I don't think that it's going to come with a 10-minute misconduct behind it, not that I saw from referee Ethan Fox, although Fox is skating over to the Warriors bench to talk to the Warriors coaching staff to provide an explanation of the call. Well, so now the referee and linesman say, let's play hockey. We're going to go 4-on-4 for 42 seconds until Monroe is out. And then at that point, Waterloo will have an abbreviated power play of 1:18. Puck is down. Brady with the shot is gloved by Turner, and he's going to hang on to it with 4:45 to go in the second period. At the end of the second period, we will pause for about a 10 to 15 minute break as the crew here at Young Arena will get everyone a fresh sheet of ice. I have to say that rink manager Chris Dolan and his crew does a fantastic job of keeping this building kept up. You would not know walking into it that this place is over 20 years old. Built in 1995. So play resumes. 15 seconds to go on 4-on-4 time. Pillick has it. Now Buchan skating with the puck at center ice. Looking to gain entry, and he does. He comes around the face-off circle. 5 seconds to go before Monroe comes out. We'll see if he goes to the bench or joins the play. He is going to come all the way across. Puck played by Cedar Rapids. The Warriors are on the power play now. For about 1:10, Buckley making a play on the puck. Cedar Rapids coming back the other way now. Tackles has it, defended by Pillick. And now puck goes by Brown. Brown tried to use his body for a minute to shield Johnson, but Johnson just too fast. Speedy bullet there, Speedy Gonzalez. Maybe that's what we'll go with, but 43 seconds to go on the power play. Cedar Rapids will send it down to the other end of the ice for a clear. 35 seconds to go on the power play. 3:30 to go in period number 2. Skating it up is Gage Pillick. He gets his feet taken out from underneath him by Ramsey. And now Micah Schwickrath has it for Waterloo. He throws it towards the net. Ramsey sends it down to the other end. Cooper Johnson skating around. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Coop comes in on McNulty. Good move there. Saved by Archambault. Shot by Schwickrath, but how did that not go in? Is beyond. I'm not sure how that did not go in. Johnson had his man beat, and then he left the rebound out there. I thought Schwickrath had put it in the net, but somehow Cedar Rapids is able to get it out. And Johnson again, he turns. Tries to hit Homelar, and Tavon's got it. The pass is just a little bit long for him. So then he tried to tomahawk chop the puck to keep it in legally. And now White plays it. Cedar Rapids coming in. Fowler has it. He gets bodied up by Jamison Clark. Now White picking up some speed. He comes through center ice. 1-on-2. White gets the shot off. Pad saved by Archambault to the far boards where Homelar plays it out to the point, and Clark throws it on net. Archambault will hang on to it, and 1:58 to go in the second period. We remain scoreless here. Shots are 13-6 in favor of Waterloo. 13-6 in favor of Waterloo. Since Cedar Rapids is the home team, The Cedar Rapids statistics is on the left side of the scoreboard, so it can be a little bit confusing. Either way, my problem, not yours. Play resumes. Waterloo's got the puck in front of the Cedar Rapids net. White battling for it. Chucks it back behind the Cedar Rapids net below the goal line where it's picked up by Buchan. Buchan cycles it over to Buckley. Puck's at Buckley's feet, but it's not able to get a stick on it. Now Buchan's trying to provide some support with a minute 30 to go in the second period. Buchan taking a couple of whacks in the side of the Cedar Rapids net, but the Rough Riders are able to get it out. Now Louis Abreu has it. Abreu decides to just throw it into the offensive zone and go after it, where it's played by Jamison Clark. Clark turns around, passes it over to Jeevy. Jeevy loses the puck in his feet, but it's out to neutral ice. And now Brady Brown sends it in deep, and Dan Turner comes out and plays it. Clark has it. He gets knocked down, but no penalty called. We are under a minute to go in the second period. Homelar standing there, lighting the campfire, but was not able to be seen. Cedar Rapids had a wide open net. That was a hooking call. That's hard. That's a play you have to make. If you don't make that hooking call, then that's a goal by Cedar Rapids. So hate to see him go to the box, but Buchan made the right play there to protect the puck from going into the net. And with 43.6 seconds to go in the second period, Cedar Rapids will go back to the power play. And hooking on Buchan. Now, if you weren't able to see the play, Cedar Rapids had a clear path at an open net, and Buchan had to hook the guy to hold him off from getting the shot off. I'm not a coach, but I'll take the penalty over a goal any day. Face-off is down, and Johnson has it. He sends it back down to the other end of the ice. Gage Weber overskates the puck. Now, not sure what the call was there. It might have been offsides. Either way, the puck is blown dead, and the face-off will go to center ice. .6 seconds to go. Now at the end of the period, we'll get a 2-minute or a 15-minute break roughly. Face-off is down. Johnson throws it into the Warriors offensive zone, picked up by McNulty there for Cedar Rapids. He skates behind his own net. Picked off by Cooper. And another pass picked off by Pillock, and Cedar Rapids struggling to get it in. And we will end period number 2, tied at 0. There will be a minute 17 of power play time for Cedar Rapids to start the third period. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes for period number 3. You're listening to Warriors Hockey on the Warriors Hockey Network here at Young Arena. All right, we are ready to go here for period number 3. Warriors and Rough Riders. 15 minutes on the board. The Warriors are still down a man. 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the Buchan hooking penalty that occurred at the end of the 3rd period. And we are ready to go. Clark, Homelar, Coop, and Pillock out there killing the penalty off. We are underway here in the 3rd period. Still scoreless. Takix has it from the point. Puck is bouncing around, hung onto by Turner. Dangerous tip there. Takix took a shot from the blue line. The puck was bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Thankfully, Turner was able to hang on to it and keep it out of the net. So we remain scoreless with 1 minute to go in the penalty on Buchan. 14:43 to go in regulation. Still no score. Shot by Takix is wide of the net. Now Johnson's stick's broken, or sorry, Schwickrath's stick's broken. Somebody get the bill for that one. Puck is sent down to the other end of the ice. That's about $200, $300 sliding around on the ice there. Glad it's not mine. Weber has it for Cedar Rapids. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Brady skating it in for Cedar Rapids. He's got an opportunity. Shot is wide of the net. Bartlett keeps it in for Cedar Rapids, but he loses it now. Johnson had an opportunity, but the puck was rolling too fast for him. Johnson and Homelar had an opportunity to come in 2-on-1. Instead, Cedar Rapids brings it back the other way. And Turner fights off that shot. We are back to 5-on-5. Buchan is out. Runs into McNulty. Almost got another penalty there, but Cedar Rapids heading down the other way. Abreu has it through center ice, throws it in. It's in the feet of Pillock, who kicks it up to Buchan. No, I'm sorry, Homelar. Tavon's got Buchan crashing the net. Homelar tries to walk the dog, but not able to get around the Rough Riders defenseman, and the puck goes down low behind the Cedar Rapids net. Caroms around the end boards where Cedar Rapids plays it. Brown loses it to Buchan. And now Buchan and the give and go with Homelar. Buchan gets the shot off, but hits off the leg of a Rough Riders player. Now Coots throws it down low. White going after the puck. He keeps it in for just a second. Cedar Rapids battling there. Now White comes around. Shot is high of the net. Goes all the way around the end boards, but Coots is able to keep it in. Now Buckley going after it in the corner. Instead, he does the smart thing and drops back to cover D-man as Coots came up to play the puck. You definitely like to see that from your forwards, dropping back and covering your D-man. Eliminates that odd man rush going the other way. Turner hangs on to the puck with 12:25 to go in regulation, and there will be a face-off in the Rough Riders offensive zone here. Shot off the face-off is tipped by Tickner. Tickner giving chase after the puck. Instead, it is an icing on the Warriors. I'll bring the face-off back down to the other side of the ice in front of the Warriors netminder Dan Turner, who's been perfect so far on 9 shots. Warriors are out shooting Cedar Rapids 14-9. Still no score with 12:16 to go in regulation. For those that are just joining the broadcast, the Warriors are the away team tonight. Cedar Rapids is the home team, so that plays effect in a few different ways, mainly with the line changes and things of that nature. But play resumes, and a shot trickles by Turner and goes into the far corner. Tickner uses the sideboards, but not able to get it out. Now Delvaux has it for Waterloo. He's got Pillock. He throws it over to Gage. Pillock loses the puck out to Lindbergh. He's playing forward tonight. Lindbergh traditionally has been a defenseman. Instead, he is up front playing forward tonight, so trying something new. And now Tickner trying to connect with Winberg, but that pass bounced over a stick just a little bit. And now puck rolls all the way down to the other end. Turner calling for icing, and he'll get it with 11:26 to go in regulation. Scoreless here in Waterloo. Warriors and Rough Riders. Varsity will be up next. Beautiful Iowa sub-zero, snowy, crappy weather. You gotta love it. That's why we live here, right? We freeze our noses off and slide around all the way around where we drive. It's good stuff. Puck is back in play. Clark making the play for it. He throws it over to Johnson. Johnson tries to pull the trigger. The puck bounces off of a couple of sticks. Not able to get through, and Cedar Rapids trying to get it clear. GB, though, keeps it in. Now Schwickrath gets a shot off, and Homelar had an opportunity on the rebound there, but instead, Archambault was able to hang on to that, and we've got 11:02 to go in regulation. Face off in the Warriors' offensive zone. And so we still continue to listen to the tin can music. Cedar Rapids not able to get it out. Now Vargason has it. He makes way for Zach Brown for Cedar Rapids. He skates it in through center ice, all the way into the other end of the zone. Defended by GB. GB, though, nice stick. Puck knocks it away, and now GB comes back the other way. He's got an opportunity here. He tries to connect on a long pass to Johnson. Johnson tries to connect. Now Coop's got it. He skates around, coming in through the middle of the ice. Now onto the left side. He's got Clark back on the blue line. Johnson throws it towards the net. It does steer a little bit wide and goes across to the sideboards where Homelar picks it up. Now Homelar trying to cycle it back behind the Waterloo net, or excuse me, the Cedar Rapids net. Shot from the point by Clark, bouncing around, almost went in. Somehow, Archambault was able to avert disaster there. The shot from the point came off of Jamison Clark's stick. Looks like it hit off the body of defenseman Zach Brown for Cedar Rapids. He didn't know it. It hit off of his leg and started to roll into the Cedar Rapids net. And at the last second, Archambault turned around and pounced on it, keeping it out of the net and keeping the score at 0 with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in regulation. Face-off steered aside by Archambault into the corner. And Cedar Rapids going after it. Instead, it's going to be an icing on Waterloo this time. I'll bring the face-off back down to the other end of the ice. Under 10 minutes to go in regulation. Face-off is won by Cedar Rapids, and the Rough Riders coming back. Brown's got a 3-on-1 with Patterson. Brown's pass is deflected by Pillock. Now Ethan Patterson throws it out in front of the Waterloo net. Backhand attempt by Brown goes high of Turner. And Brown out to the point. McNulty, he sends it in low. Now Buchan has it. Pillock sends it around the end boards. Buckley trying to get it out. Cedar Rapids is able to keep it in. They send it right back. Now White over to Buchan. Dominator throws it in. Looks like it goes into the Cedar Rapids bench. And that'll draw a whistle on a break in action with 9:06 to go in regulation. Should we go to extra time in this game and stay tied up, the game immediately goes to a shootout as opposed to the format for varsity, which is 4-on-4 overtime for 5 minutes. Still 9 minutes on the clock though. Tickner's got an opportunity here. He's got Lentz and Winberg. Winberg trying to set up in front of the Cedar Rapids net. Judy goes to take a shot. Not able to connect on that. He does send it in deep. Cedar Rapids coming back the other way. Donnelly has it for the Rough Riders, throws it on net. Turner plays it, hangs onto it there with 8:27 to go. Homelar, Schwickerath, Johnson coming out with Pillock and Clark on the blue line. Still no score. Shots are 17-10 in favor of Waterloo. Face-off is won by Cedar Rapids. Shot on net off of the end boards. Turner hangs onto it. Puck is back in play. Under 9 minutes to go in regulation. Johnson tries to shoot the puck off the sideboards and connect to Schwickerath, but Cedar Rapids is able to keep it in, and Pillock sends it all the way around to the other side. Clark knocks it up towards the blue line, but Cedar Rapids is able to keep it in. Now Johnson and Homelar are all the way back on the far blue line looking for an outlet pass. Homelar trying to connect with Johnson. Hoop has it, loses an edge, spins out, nothing called. Brown comes back the other way for Cedar Rapids. He throws it up to his brother Brady Brown. And Zach Brown loses it for just a second. He's able to keep it back though. Shot off of Schwickerath. Buckley able to get the puck out of the zone. Cedar Rapids sends it back in. Now that's going to be an icing on Waterloo, and they'll bring the puck back down to the other end for an offensive zone faceoff for Cedar Rapids. 7:17 to go in regulation. Goose eggs on the board.
Everyone hustle, let's go!
7:17 left in regulation. Waterloo with the face-off. Buckley brings it down. Cedar Rapids though picks that up, and now Frank has it. He tries to connect with Ramsey, who is offside by about a half a mile. Now the Warriors trying to come back the other way. Jaden White has it, but the pass is long, picked up by Tackix. Coots has it through center ice. He skates around through the middle. He's offsides. And that'll draw a whistle and a neutral zone face-off. Face-off is won by Waterloo. GB tried to throw it in deep, came off of the body of a Cedar Rapids player initially, but then Waterloo were able to send it in. Donnelly has it now for Cedar Rapids. Pass over to Patterson is picked off, and the Warriors trying to go the other way. White going after it. He gets hit by Patterson. Patterson bounces off of him. Now a dangerous D-to-D pass, which Cedar Rapids has done a couple times in front of their own net. Rough Riders come in. That's going to be a roughing call on Donnelly, and the Warriors will head back to the power play. Cross-checking is the call. Donnelly, with little fanfare, heads to the box, and the Warriors will have a man advantage for 2 minutes with 6:14 to go in regulation. .6:14 to go. Penalty on Donnelly for cross-checking. Warriors power play is out there. Clark, Pillock, Homelar, Schwickerath, and Cooper Johnson. Clark with the shot. Gets tipped off there by Ramsey. And, well, that was a close call there. Johnson took a whack at the puck and just inadvertently tripped Ramsey, but the referee didn't call it. So the Warriors continue with the power play, and Cedar Rapids clears it out. 1:30 to go on the power play. Pillock making a play for the puck. Cedar Rapids giving chase. Well, Pillock's got a step now, throws it over to Johnson. Johnson skating in. Schlickrath catching up, crashing the net. Hoop circles around. That's defended well by Cedar Rapids. Out to the point to Clark. Clark back down low to Johnson. He's on the side here, right beside the hash marks. Now out to down low to Homelar. Homelar has it. He's got Pillock right in front of the net. Now Schlickrath is out there. Pillock out at the point. He takes the shot. It is stopped by Gage Weber with his stick. And Weber tries to get it clear. Not able to get it out. And Warriors do keep it in with less than 5 minutes to go in regulation. Schlickrath has it. He circles back over to Homelar. Homelar skates out to the point. Passes to Pillock. Pillock with the shot is wide of the Cedar Rapids net. Takic is able to send it down the length of the ice. Less than 30 seconds to go in the Warriors power play. And then Pillock loses an edge as he's skating around the sideboards. Picked up by Johnson. He comes streaking in 3-on-2. He loses the puck. Buchan tries to pick it up but can't. The Warriors are able to keep it in, but 10 seconds to go in the Warriors power play. It looks like nothing doing here. And Pillock has it. We are back to 5-on-5 with 4:15 to go in regulation. Johnson skating around. Got a step here. He steps up. Shot and a goal! Cooper Johnson blowing some Valentine's kisses to the Cedar Rapids netminder as he roofed one there for a 1-0 lead. Might want to wait to blow those kisses until the final sound of the buzzer, but 1-0 Waterloo with just 4 minutes to go in regulation. Johnson found a stride there, skated in between 3 Cedar Rapids defensemen, and was able to get to the net and beat Archambault up top. And Waterloo is now up 1-0. Face-off is won by Cedar Rapids. So they're going to give the assist to Pillock. Shot is saved by Archambault. So Johnson from Pillock. 3:30 to go in regulation. Turner waiting down at the other end of the ice. Warriors looking to try to build on that lead. GB with the shot from the point off of Buchan. Buchan takes a shot, is high of the Cedar Rapids net. Warriors keep it in. They've been getting a little bit of momentum here. 3:10 to go in regulation. Buchan battling in front of the Cedar Rapids net. Now the Rough Riders come back the other way. Patterson has it. Good defense by Delvaux there. Way to get your stick out there. Knock the puck off of Patterson's stick. Cedar Rapids has won both games this year at the JV level. I think one was in a shootout, and the last one was a overtime victory, I believe. Now Johnson looking to gain momentum here. Skates down the right side of the ice. Loses the puck. 2:35 to go in regulation. Weber skates in for Cedar Rapids. Goes into 5 different Warrior players. Puck bounces towards the Waterloo net. Instead, Johnson makes a play for it. And he redirects it off of the end boards. And Cedar Rapids is able to capitalize on the turnover. Johnson was trying to send the puck along the end boards. And as he threw it up off of the glass, it hit off of one of the pieces of metal that keeps the glass together. It bounced back out in front of Turner, and Cedar Rapids gratuitously took advantage of the opportunity to knock the score up at 1 with 2:19 to go now in regulation. I'm going to believe that goal is going to be by Patrick Donnelly. We'll see what the official scoring is, but we are tied at 1 now, 2:19 to go in regulation. Johnson turns around, throws. Johnson has it for Waterloo. Stretch pass to Homelar, but that's a little bit long, and it's going to be icing on Waterloo. And that'll bring the faceoff back down to the other end of the ice with 1:56 to go in regulation. We have got 1:56 to go in regulation. Face-off is won by Waterloo. Buchan making a play for it. He loses it at center ice, but White gets it in. Now he skates around the face-off circle behind the Cedar Rapids net. Throws it off of the base of the net, and Cedar Rapids picks it up there. Parker Nelson has it for Cedar Rapids. Out to Louis Abreu. Over to Vargason, who tips it all the way down to the other end of the ice, and that's going to be an icing. With 1:32 to go now, face-off will be in the Warriors' offensive zone. We are tied at 1. Warriors goal scored by Johnson, assisted by Pillock. Cedar Rapids come back about 1:40 later and ties it up on a goal by Patrick Donnelly. 90 seconds left and 90 seconds to go in the regulation. Puck sent to neutral ice. Clark loses it there. Cedar Rapids coming in. Shot by Lucas is wide of the Waterloo net. Clark throws it off of the end boards. G.V. up to Buckley. Puck bounces all the way down behind the Cedar Rapids net. And now a tipped puck. That's going to be icing on Cedar Rapids. And that is blown dead with 51.8 seconds to go. Tied at 1. That'll be an offensive zone face-off for Waterloo. Looks like we've got Homelar, Johnson, and Schwickerath, Clark, and Pillock out on the ice for Waterloo. Varsity game will be up next. Face-off is won by Waterloo, and then Cedar Rapids picks that off. Out to neutral ice. Puck bounces up in the air. Play continues. Now the puck back at center ice. Cedar Rapids trying to come back. Pillock defending. Puck goes down below the Waterloo goal line. Patterson is in front of the Waterloo net. Now Homelar has it. 30 seconds to go in regulation. Homelar with Johnson 2-on-3. Homelar, nice spin move. Faked his man out of his skates. 15 seconds to go in regulation. Shot from the point by Clark, saved by Archambault. Another shot by Clark. That one's a little bit wide. Running 10 seconds to go. Now, let's see if we can make a mad dash to the victory here. 2-1, and Cedar Rapids is content to hang on to it for the shootout, which is what we will do. We will head to a shootout here. So we'll see who the shooters are for Waterloo and Cedar Rapids. We are tied at 1, heading to a shootout. Varsity game will be following immediately afterwards. Goaltenders tonight are for Waterloo, Dan Turner. Dan stopped 11 out of 12 Cedar Rapids shots. Caden Archambault saving 18 of 19 Warrior shots for Cedar Rapids. You can see Cooper Johnson giving Turner a little bit of advice there. Or maybe they're talking about Applebee's after the game. Applebee's sounds good to me. All right, netminders are heading out to their respective nets. And Johnson will be the first shooter of the game here in the shootout, as we are the away team. The home team shoots last. Referee's talking to Archambault, making sure that they've got the direction. Johnson skating in. Comes in at center ice. And a goal! Thought he was going to go triple deep, but backhand goal. We'll take it. Cedar Rapids now up. Looks like Ethan Patterson shooting for the Rough Riders. The Warriors are 1-for-1. It's a 3-man shootout. And Patterson coming in on Turner. Anderson and steered aside by Turner. And now Tavon Homelar shooting for Waterloo. A goal by Homelar really puts Cedar Rapids in a tough spot. Homelar now ready to go. Whistle blows. Homelar comes in. Archambault out of his net. A little irony here. Homelar is saved by Archambault. Looks like Archambault lost his glove while making that save. Either way, Waterloo now 1 for 2 in the shootout. Cedar Rapids is 0 for 1. Now Ricky Takix is shooting for Cedar Rapids. He'll be the Rough Riders' second shooter here. And Takix coming in through center ice. Turner is ready. Good poke check by Turner. And he says, no thank you. You'll have none of that tonight. And now Waterloo has an opportunity with Micah Schwickrath to seal the victory. A Schwickrath goal ends the game. Right now Waterloo has 1 goal on 2 shots. Cedar Rapids is 0 for 2. We'll see what Micah's got up his sleeves. Maybe the spinorama comes in. Saved by Archambault. Although he didn't know where the puck was for a minute. Now this will all come down to the last shooter for Cedar Rapids. The Rough Riders score will go to in sudden death shootout. If Turner makes the save, Waterloo gets the win. So Fowler skating in for Cedar Rapids. Comes in to the blue line. Saved by Turner, and that's a Waterloo W. Pig pile on the ice. That is a Waterloo victory here. Varsity is on deck. We'll close out of this one and we will start a new video for the varsity game here in just a second. On our way, boys.